Okay, I'm just going to do a video here, a long one on full self-drive. I'm going to do a couple of situations, maybe split them up into videos. Just click it in. So this is the full self-drive. I'm paying for the monthly subscription. I had some extra money from somebody taking one of my referrals. I'm not even sure if the program's still running, but anyway, it was, and they gave you cash. And for a long time, they would only let you buy things with it, but now they're letting me use it to get full self-drive on the monthly basis, so that's cool. So I've had it for over almost 2 months now, and I love it. I'm just going to give you some examples of how much it's changed since the last time I had it. One of the major things is you do not need to touch the steering wheel. Let's see how it does with this biker up here. It's going around him fine. Pulling back in, let's see, and it's got some this is a slow area, so they've got signs up to stop cars from going too fast. It seems to be doing fine with all that. But anyway, what I was saying is you don't have to touch the wheel anymore. It is all about monitoring your eyes. So if you're paying attention to the road, it does not make you jerk the wheel every couple of minutes like it used to. It just now drives. And you'll maybe see today, depends on the examples, it drives the best it's ever driven. It is so amazing. I literally use it all the time. My stress level of driving, because I can be a bit of an angry driver, I think we all can, this takes a lot of that away. Like if I'm driving somewhere to the city, in the city, somewhere I'm not really should have, you put it on autopilot. A couple of times here and there I have to kick it out, mainly because it doesn't know the road, so it might not know, like I do, that a road's going to end. So, but you just like use the autopilot thing there. It didn't know that it could turn there, so it just stopped. So I'll just take over driving here for a second, which you just do easily. You just take over and start driving at any time. Because it was close to the end, it didn't ask me, but sometimes it'll ask why you took over the driving, you know, in case it wasn't there, and then you can report it. Again, I've got this, if you're wondering what that is, that's just I think it's a Christmas setting, and I kind of like it. It shows like a rainbow road, but it's been on there for a while, and I just kind of like it. If you don't have it if you have it in full self-drive and you don't have a destination, it will still drive, and it'll drive straight. So I'm going to give you a good example here. So it's going to go straight up here. This road ends and goes left or right. So typically, 9 times out of 10, the car goes right. No particular reason why it does that. It just does it. This is it taking a good while at a stop sign, which is fine. You can inch it forward by pressing the gas pedal and make it go forward if you want. But it seems to do a good job. Like sometimes if I feel that, you know, there's space enough and I can jump out between a car, I just put the gas and watch. Force it to go, and it just goes. Also, if you hit the gas a little bit while you're driving, it picks up your speed and it'll drive a little faster. See, it's got no destination, nothing in it, and it just picks to go right here because this street obviously ends. So it can be in full self-drive and with no destination and still technically drive somewhere. It just drives until it wants to. So I'm going to guess it's going to go here and turn left, but I'm not 100% sure. It's 50-50 here. It is going to turn right again. So it has it's not going in the destination you're going. It just must be programmed to pick right when it doesn't know where to go. So I think if you had endless thing, it would just go in a square. Anyway, I love the new self-drive. It is amazing. I'm going to take it through an area here with some construction. It handles construction really well. When you're on the highway, it merges back and forward. You can set your preferences in the settings on how much you want to do that, but I have it set medium, but it's pretty aggressive. Like it'll go in and out. And same with, like, I've been driving along in the city and a bus has stopped in front of me. Before I could even shoulder check, this car, because of all its cameras, has looked and will proceed and go around a car without you even thinking. And it's way faster than you could possibly turn your head and look behind you. So this full self-drive has gotten to be really amazing in this car. And like I said, I find it really stress-free. I would have it all the time, but monthly subscription's about $100. It's expensive. I'm going to keep it actually just for the summer months. I'm going to get rid of it. It doesn't work amazingly in bad weather, whether that be rain or snow. Oh, this lady's going to go. I'm just going to stop. It doesn't work that well in bad weather. It doesn't because the cameras, right? It's all camera based. So if it gets kind of screwed up, it just shuts down. So this way here that I'm going to go is going to go into construction area and just let you see how that works. But again, the updated software is amazing for inner city driving and on the highway, but I do most of my driving in the city, so I love it. Again, typically I always have my hands on the wheels. This is just to show you guys how it works and how you don't have to touch the wheel if you don't want to. They have a new setting here now, so if you click this up, you can put the max driving speed. So obviously we don't want it that high in the city, maybe 66 or whatever. But on the highway you can set your max speed. Now it will still drive, it won't go to that speed. That's the max speed it's going to go to. So I was just saying there that you can set your max speed from your finger here. That's right there. It'll show how fast your speed will go, just the max. But it will typically now just drive at the average speed other cars are going. So it's not going to automatically go up to 66. It's going to more likely just drive the speed that's average. If it's posted 50, it'll go around 50. But if the cars are coming up behind you going a little faster. So look at this. So this whole side of the road is closed off there. And it still manages to go on to basically, which would be oncoming traffic. No to drive down here, which has got pylons, and then switching back over to the other side here. Like, it's been down here a few times, and whether or not it gets updates or it's just knowing the pylons, it does an amazing job of going into oncoming traffic, but in the lane it's supposed to go, and then switching back over, following the cones that are set up, and switching back over to the other side. So it's really amazing. The updates on this thing are phenomenal. They've definitely been working at it. Like I said, the touch-free system is amazing. Now I'll show you an example of how it will give me crap for looking away. So say I'm driving along, I start mucking around down here. If you look, I'm looking away. Pay attention, see? Then it makes me check. So it knows that I'm not paying attention. Lets you not pay attention for a second. You're grabbing something quick, but once it sees you're not paying attention, it warns you. And if you keep persistently doing that, it will kick you out. It will kick you out for excessive acceleration, or just like being unaware. If it thinks that the traffic situation's too crazy, or again, I said if weather's bad, it starts to tell you. If it starts heavy raining, it's going to say, okay, the cameras aren't going to work. Eventually this thing here will go red, and then you have to take over. You can see all the detail now. You can choose to have it in this view here, which has got the full detail, or if you like to have more of your map because you're unsure where you are, you can bring over a little bit more map. If you don't bring over a little bit more map, the map is still in the corner over here. That's the same as the last update. That's not really changed. One of the things you can do is, like I said, so you know something's coming up, like I believe that this road ends on the left side, and I know that that's coming up because I've driven down here before. You can say, okay, well, I'm choosing to put it over into the thing, and you can put it in that spot and it'll switch over, changing lanes and going over there, because I know that this lane on the left hand side coming up here is going to end. Like I said, you can also speed it up a little bit. You want to go a little faster, you just do that, it'll go a little faster. So I was wrong. It's the other lane. See there, it's fixing itself. It's getting into the other lane because I was wrong. It's ending here and going over there. So just amazing that it's following. You can see the pylons kind of there with dots, but like following this, like literally on the other side of the road, you can see the traffic is not over there. The ability for this thing to handle construction sites is phenomenal. One time I did have it come to a dead end, get really confused, not know what to do, tried to do a bunch of backing out, and then just gave up and couldn't get out of it. But it's really amazing, especially for a city that's constantly going through construction. They've also updated, I believe, somebody can fact check me down below, but now you get more road conditions where you never do. You get police markers, and you get like warnings if traffic's bad, And what that comes from is other Teslas, because there's so many Teslas on the road now that you just get the warnings. So if it's coming up to slow traffic, if other Teslas are experiencing that slow traffic, then you're notified the slow traffic, and it'll try to divert if it has to. But the traffic updates on this, see it's a little red right here. Again, that could just be from other Teslas going through this part of the city and it being a little slower than average. This is a pretty weird one here. This one isn't very well marked. So it is doing the right thing, because the left lane here is for turning, and it does have that, and it is like that. It can see that. So this lane here is only for going straight. So that lane ended. I guess that was a turning lane. This guy was nice enough to let me in there. Yeah, that one there. I mean, that's impossible. I didn't know that, so there's no problem with the car not being able to get that. The one lane was set for through traffic, and the other lane was set for turning right. But it still managed. It did it. It didn't crash. Saw that guy was braking for me, and it pulled in. I did not do that. Okay, it's pushing over. Realizes that part of the lane ends there. Quick brake there, because that light changed pretty quick, and I didn't do that. That was all the car braking there. Usually it doesn't heavy brake like that. It gets more advanced notice, but that light changed super fast, and it decided to stop. And especially with the one guy sitting out there who's most likely going to turn on the yellow. So, quick little side note: one of my favorite features on this car when I park is keep. Car's going to be cool when I get into it. It's awesome. Yeah, it's going to be cool when I go in. So the temperature will stay the same. I've got lots of battery. I'm not worried about it, and I don't have to come into a hot car, because as you can see, it's 32 degrees. It's about 40 with the Humidex. Freaking hot. Please like and subscribe and follow for more videos.